Let's get it.
You're talking crap about Gotti and these other cats, and when
I said Gotti was cool until he turned into a buster.
Right.
So I wasn't saying that we wasn't even cool. I said we was cool until this point right here.
Right. But that's my point.
So what actually happened at that point that you felt like that about Gotti?
My main problem with him was they dropped this mixtape on 1017 and tried to like ride my wave. You know what I'm saying? Like he was an artist of mine and we get some kind of money together. So I just felt like, you know, for an artist to drop their mixtape on 1017, you know what I'm saying? Which is my label on the day that I drop all my label may drop their mixtape on 1017. Why would you drop it if you ain't on 1017? And when I call you as my partner to ask you why you did, you say, oh, I didn't know you were dropping the mixtape. Now the whole world know I'm dropping this mixtape, I'm promoting this mixtape. Both me and you on the top of World Star, you with a freestyle and me with a video, but you say you're unaware that this mixtape gonna come, and I got a banner that says come out 1017. So it just made me lose all respect for him.
So I get it, right? I get it. I'm just like, bro, I don't know. Like I said, I have a different kind of mental maturity, but shout out to 1017. Shout out to 1017. I'm gonna switch some shit up in the show too. Not today, but I realize what I have to do and it all makes sense now. It's gonna provide more clarity. But yeah, I get it. Like I said, I mean, you know, they say this is where it started. They say Young Dolph's people slid after his passing. And shout out to Yo Gotti and them. Hopefully y'all ninjas don't get caught up too, ninja. Okay? I ain't finna say nothing about that because next thing you know, they gonna play my show and have me tied up talking about what's that shit you was talking. And I'm gonna be sitting here like here we go.
Yo,
and shout out to 1090 Jake. Shout out to 1090 Jake. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Here we go.
Big Jook got killed in Memphis.
Yeah.
After leaving a funeral. I think they said his mom was around him when he got shot. From the outside looking in, this sounds like the Young Dolph murder is still continuing its path of murder and mayhem.
What's up, AI?
You know, Get Back and everything else like that. And Dolph died a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And now you got Yo Gotti's brother dead. I think Yo Gotti's restaurant got shot up right afterwards. A whole bunch of people gotten arrested. Yeah, man, it's a sad situation.
It gets deep. Even the guy that allegedly put the murder together, his daughter got gunned down.
Yeah. All right, so I seen this on the net too. Let me say that too. So I seen on the net, they was talking about his daughter, and the guy's name is Hernandez Govan, and we're gonna discuss him in a little bit. What's up, AI? We got AI in the building. You know, we discussing the whole situation because he was found not guilty for orchestrating the slaying or whatever of Young Dolph. And rest in peace to Young Dolph, and shout out to Key Glock and everybody in there. Ninja, I ain't a gangster, ninja. I'm telling the police, so don't come to me with that bullshit. Okay, let me just say that.
You need to leave.
Let me just put that out there. I'm putting it on the flow. Don't come to me with that shit. I am not a gangster. Don't pull up on me trying to end me, ninja, because I'm putting you in the dirt, ninja, and I'll tell the police I did it. But let's continue. Yeah.
There's been a lot of killing behind it, but that's just what comes with it, unfortunately. And I highly doubt that this is going to be the end of it.
All right. So we just bringing y'all up to speed before we, boom, fast forward into the present. So we got Young Dolph in detail explaining how Yo Gotti dissed him first and used him to promote Black Youngster. And shout out to Black Youngster. You know, and shout out to the people that look like me and the people that don't look like me. My bad, I hit the mic if y'all heard that, I'm sorry. Yeah, the reason why these situations always rub me the wrong way is because I like all these people. So I like Black Youngster's music. I like Yo Gotti's music. I like Young Dolph's music. So instead of trying to make money together and break money with each other, you guys are trying off each other. That shit's weird energy to me. I call that clown behavior, bro. That's very weird to me, but that's just the world for you. A lot of times, we live in a world where people have been taught to dislike themselves. This is how I personally feel. We live in a world where people are taught to dislike themselves of all races now, of all races. I'm talking about they teach white people not to like themselves. They teach Black people not to like themselves. They teach Indian people not to like themselves. They teach Mexican people not to like themselves. Why? I feel like it's hell on earth. But I digress. Let's listen to Young Dolph.
You heard got a new tape, bro? You ain't heard, bro? He dissing you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He said he slick dissing you, bro. He saying, I like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I don't even like to hear negativity. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, second one come. We in the car now, blazing.
Mm-hmm.
He like, bro, you heard this? Such and such. He like, man, nigga trying to this. He like, bro, really, bro, on his last 2 tapes he put out. He like, I'm like, you ain't heard it? I'm like, no. He like, bro, you gotta keep. I'm like, I don't listen to it.
Right.
So he like, listen to it, play it. I said, oh. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
you
he thought
going.
the coast was clear.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? Like he know that everybody over there with him know that. All really, not even just them. Everybody that know Dolph know that, like, man, that young nigga about his business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He about his paper.
Right.
He running around here getting all this money and busting it down with no one.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? Who the CEO? He is.
I've said that because I remember
Know what I'm
talking.
saying?
I remember having conversations.
So it's like this. It's like this right here. He thought the coast was clear.
Mm-hmm.
It been dead. It been over with. What he do? Oh, let me slick rap about. It really didn't make no noise.
Right.
You see, it ain't make no noise until Dolph just put this song out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And as far as like, Dolph want to get publicity, no, the song was on the CD anyway. He was gonna.
I'm telling you, y'all niggas confused me. I understand that the diss, but it's like we don't have to keep it gangster anymore, guys. Are you listening? We can just diss each other in a song for the fans and leave it there. We don't have to pull up on each other and put hands on each other and rob each other. Yo, run your shit for everything you got. This the gun, guys. This the gun. Run your shit for everything you got. Give me your chain. And then I'm gonna go post myself with your chain. That is bum behavior, people. I said it, ninja. Now, I'm not saying that's what they did. And I'm not coming at them personally. I'm just saying, bro, like, can we like evolve past this now? I understand everybody gotta look tough to be a rapper. Ninja, y'all see me? Do I look tough? Do I look tough?
But what the hell, boy?
Do I look tough? And I'm a rapper. Am I a rapper? I consider myself an artist now. Rap is just a chamber of my thoughts. It's how I express myself, ninja. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, so that's just a bit of Dolph. Shout out to Dolph. All right, so let's fast forward to today. So today, let me see. Hold on. We're going to go to Instagram right quick and let us know what y'all think in the comment section. There is no right answer, people. That's one thing I came to a realization with when it comes to life. There is no right answer between me and you. Nobody, not even your parents, has any idea what they're doing. They're just moving forward, trying to make sense of it all, and we try to do the same thing. You dig? Okay? So, yeah, right here. Hernandez Govan. So this the ninja, supposedly, who was the mastermind behind Young Dolph's slaying. This the ninja right here. That's the ninja right there. I put him on the thumbnail. Don't mastermind my slaying, please. And let me see. I'm gonna go pull up his daughter. They said his daughter got gunned down behind the whole situation, which is a sad situation. But yeah, that's just to let y'all know, bro. Stay out them streets. I be trying to tell y'all, bro. I say these things out of love. Not that I'm scared. I say it out of love, bro. Stay out these streets, bro. It's not worth it. Let me see. Hold on. Daughter, stay out these goddamn streets. This shit not worth it. Oh, this the I seen this girl before too. Let me see news. Hold on. Blah blah blah. I'm just so confused. It's like, bro, so how was he not guilty if they got shit like this where it says the girlfriend of Young Dolph's alleged killer testifies on day 2? Blah blah blah. Let me see. I'm trying to find the stuff on his daughter. Yeah, so I think this his daughter. If this his daughter, her name is Desto. So she was slayed too. They killed her too in Houston. I remember when this happened. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Stay out this shit, cause people take this shit personal. And like I said, it's all fun and games. I don't know why y'all niggas so weird behind the music, though. I could never understand that, bro. It's like, bro, it's not that serious, bro. And then, like I said, the media perpetuate the stigma. It's like, damn, ninja, so I dropped on the same day as you, ninja, so now you gotta put me in the dirt, ninja? What the hell? It's like, yo, I don't think it's that deep, brother. I don't think it's that deep. In my Hulk Hogan voice, okay? In my Hulk Hogan voice. I don't think it's that deep, brother. But besides the point, let's get right with it. That shit crazy. Telling you, every time I want to rap, I look at you ninjas like, so you ninjas gonna off me because I sound good? Nah, bro, I can't do that, bro. And I make some fire. Guys. I got some gang music too. I just don't put it out because they'll try and destroy me if I did. But listen to this, guys. Here we go.
Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the coordinator, the one who brought together two killers, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, when Young Dolph was shot and killed in broad daylight at a Memphis cookie shop.
So look, let me run that back. Hold on.
Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the coordinator, the one who brought...
All right, so boom. Do you guys remember these faces? Hold up. Law and Order, people. Y'all remember these faces right here? I remember this ninja. I remember that ninja when it first went down and everything that went down because they publicized their faces everywhere. And now fast forward, so supposedly they say this ninja was a mastermind, and somehow, some way, this ninja still came out free.
What the hell? Oh my
Crazy.
God, no way.
But let's take a look at the case. Here we go.
Brought together two killers, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, when Young Dolph was shot and killed in broad daylight at a Memphis cookie shop. It's alleged he then worked to help them clean up their mess, all with the idea he would get a cut of the $100,000 bounty on Young Dolph.
So that's what I'm saying. They put a bounty on your head, and they do that in the streets. A lot of y'all don't know. I never did that. First off, let me say what I just said right here. I would never put a bounty. Well, I can't say never, but I've never done that up to date so far in my life, and I don't plan to put a bounty on anybody's head. But yeah, so I'm gonna let y'all know. Welcome to the dark side. Hold up. Let me let y'all see this or hear this.
Oh,
Yeah.
You think darkness is your ally?
Yeah.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Now the game is sold or not sold, but I'm gonna give y'all some free game. So y'all see in movies there's hitmen and stuff like that. In real life, there are hitmen. If you didn't know that, in the hood there's hitmen. So there are hitmen that you can go to. Hey man, I'll give you 10 bands. The going rate is low key 10 bands. All right, don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. I'm not doing that shit, but I done heard shit in the streets. Cause like I said, there was a point in time in my life, back when I was sticking and moving and I was trying to be a thug. So I'm mobbing through these streets thugging like I'm a gangbanger. You know, I had people telling me stuff. You know, they trying to figure out where they're gonna position me. They're like, oh, we know we could turn you to a runner and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sitting there like, hey, you know, I gotta keep a poker face. So, you know, I'm laughing to myself. I'm laughing to myself in my head like, these ninjas are Looney Tunes. Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, these ninjas are crazy. I'm like, these ninjas are insane. I'm like, yo, I thought I was crazy. I'm like, yo, there are some real deal crazy people out here in these streets. And I'm not finna expose you guys. Relax. Because I know push come to shove, we're going to have to duke it out on the concrete. But yeah. So there's hitmen out here in these streets, people. And they'll go do that. So the going rate usually is 10 bands. Past that, besides the point, I don't want to say too much because then they're going to point the finger at me and they're going to say, go get them. Besides the point, yeah, so them ninjas thought they was finna split that money 3 ways, 30 racks. So like I say, not to like brag, I done have 5 figures in my account. I done made money, lost money, made money. We back on the up and up trying to make this money again. So a lot of y'all ninjas never had over $20,000 in your account. So if you go to a ninja in the hood and you tell that ninja, I'm finna give you 5 figures worth of money to go handle something for me, they'll do it, ninja. It's a sad situation, but it's the reality of the situation. And that just goes to show, you know, the whole issue with America and the socioeconomic status of everybody. Excuse me. Yeah, that goes to show the whole issue with America and the socioeconomic status of everybody, right? Because a ninja will turn around and do some debaucherous shit or some diabolical shit for a quick 10 racks, 20 racks. So a lot of y'all ain't never seen 20 racks in your account. A lot of y'all never felt 20 racks. I done held 20 racks. I done was getting money since I was young. Shout out to my family. Shout out to Papa Blac. And it's not like, you feel me? It's not like I came for money. My dad just taught me more than the average ninja, right? More than the average ninja. So he put me in a position to where I could understand how to actually make some money for myself and maybe potentially create a legacy in the future. Besides the point. Yeah, bro. So yeah, them ninjas out there, it's real. In the dark side of the world, there are hitmen out there that will go get you, ninja. If you got beef with people in the streets and they don't do no IOUs, but if you got that money, they going, ninja. I'm telling you, I'll give y'all a crazy story. No, I ain't gonna give y'all that story. Should I give y'all that story? I'll give you that story. I remember one time I was moving. I'm not finna tell y'all where. I was moving from one place to another place. And the day I was finna leave, something bad had happened to me. I'm not finna say too much. And that day, you know, I wanted revenge. I was like, yeah, I'm finna get revenge. You know, where I'm from, shout out to the Southeast. You feel me? We creep slow. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm finna go do what it does and I'm gonna go disappear because I know how to move in the world. I know how to blend in. You know, a lot of people say I look familiar and this and that, but when push come to shove, I know how to blend in because I stay to myself. Because I don't even trust none of you ninjas anyways, my ninja. Yes, sir. So, listen to this. So, the day I'm about to leave, I'm putting gas at the gas station. I see this dude. You know, he pacing back and forth. He right next to me. He pacing back and forth. You know, he smoking a cigarette. I'm like, yo, you good? He like, yeah, I'm straight. You straight? I'm like, yeah. So this ninja got a couple. I'm fast forwarding through the story because it's not about me. It's about Hernandez Govan today. This ninja got a couple dirty guns. I don't know this ninja from nowhere. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to burn off and shit. You know, I got these guns on me. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, because I had needed me a glizzy at the time for like the things that was going on in my life at that time. I'm like, yo, I need a glizzy. I need to protect myself. It's getting crazy out here. Like I said, during this time of my life, I'm trying to be a thug. I don't need to be a thug though, right? I'm trying to be a thug. And shout out to TG. What up, TG? I see you. But yeah, so I'm trying to be a thug. So I'm like, yeah. So you know what? You know what's up with the glizzy? How much? He like, yeah. You know, I'll give you all three of them for 200. So at first, when I hear 200, I'm like,
But what the hell, boy?
because y'all know, you know, weapons cost a lot of money. So I'm like, why this ninja trying to sell me 3 guns for $200? So, you know, I'm sitting there like, and he like, yeah, I'm trying to burn off right now. I'm trying to let go of them hoes and just dip. I'm like, yeah, I ain't finna buy those, but I appreciate you though for the you know, for the low amount of, you know, for the coupon that you tried to give me, okay? Shout out to you for the coupon. But yeah, so come to find out, that ninja probably did some shit, and that ninja probably was in some shit that was deep, bruh. He was probably in some deep shit, and he was trying to burn off with them guns because he used them guns, and they was dirty guns. I'm talking about, look, bruh, I ain't finna expose too much, bruh. In the hood, I ain't finna say it, but like, and I ain't finna say that. You know the feds watching. Shout out to my FBI and CIA agent that's watching me. I ain't finna say too much. Cause if I say too much, they gonna pull up to my door talking about, tell us everything you know, and we gonna put you inside the penitentiary for a couple days. And I don't know nothing, okay? Everything you just heard is entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. None of it's real, ninja. None of it's real. All right. Yeah. Don't send the Goonies after me, and don't send the federales after me, okay? I know nothing. Anyways, back to the show, man. What was I doing? I was saying too much. Yeah, man. Hey, man, donate if you want that kind of information, or reach out to me privately. Here we go.
When you hear all of the evidence, and when you hear all of the videos and look at all the photos and exhibits, you will see the consequences of Govan's actions. Violence. Death.
And also remember, the quote of the day is violence begets violence. So be careful what you do out here in these streets. Try to squash the beef, okay? Try to squash the beef. Here we go.
Loss.
But Govan's attorney told the jury Cornelius Smith, who has been cooperative with prosecutors, isn't a credible source, that he's out to protect himself, painting Govan as the fall guy in this case.
People that are labeled as nobodies, I will not tolerate it. He needs to be fought for. He is your peer.
Prosecutors say Hernandez Govan was the coordinator, the one who...
All right, so yeah, let me fast forward. So like I said, they found him not guilty on all charges. Hold up, I'm finna pull it up. And shout out to TG. Shout out to Tyler. Tyler said Cardi B is pregnant, number 4. We don't know for sure, but we're gonna probably be discussing that tomorrow. I seen it circulating on the net. Here we go. 1 second.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan.
Like I said, they found him not guilty, so the trial kicked off August 18th, and after just a few days of testimony and tension, Judge Jennifer Mitchell read the verdict out loud. As previously reported, Govan had been facing first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and attempted murder. But after turning down a plea deal, he rolled the dice and won. Damn. As the judge said not guilty, Govan broke down crying. Local reports stated he hugged his lawyers like his life depended on it, and his family wept in the back. Here we go.
And count 1.
And like I said, if he was supposed to be guilty, that ninja just beat the murder, and he got away with what he did, and he got away with keeping that. Well, I don't know if he got the bread, but like I said, sad situation, bro. Sad situation. Sad situation. Here we go.
We, the jury, found the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 1 of the indictment.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you could cry. Cry, Ninja. You better cry, Ninja. That was your life. Fuck.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2.
Yeah.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Hernandez Govan, not guilty in count 2.
Yeah, hug your lawyer. Yeah, you better pay him. Yeah.
Ma'am.
And what about Dolph, my ninja? Because you ninjas take this beef too seriously, man. Fuck you guys in this beef, man. Here we go.
Session. Ma'am.
Yeah, he crying. Yeah, crying, ninja.
Johnson, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict? Yes. Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your
Yeah.
verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
And let's see what the comments say. Comments say the streets want him. The streets will get him. Give it time. They don't play about Dolph. And no, they don't. The streets do not play about Young Dolph. Trust me, bro. I got my cousin playing that shit. Everybody playing Dolph, screaming his music. And that's all the way back home in Florida. They do not play about Young Dolph. That's why I don't trust the justice system. It's never about the truth. He not going to last on the streets. Yo Gotti about to get picked up by the feds. I need his lawyers on speed dial. People in the comments don't know what accuse mean. He's found not guilty for a reason. You can't keep saying someone's guilty when they clearly aren't, or say he won't live long. Obviously, it wasn't him involved. Is Zimmerman safe? He should be safe. So sad. He's a mastermind. He masterminded a killing and he's walking free. If the jury could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was guilty, they had to find him not guilty. Y'all should say the same thing for Diddy. Huh? Say the same thing for Diddy. That, because everybody mad about Diddy, but Diddy was found not guilty too. Excuse me. He doesn't have to sit in a cell to face the karma he deserves. He already lost a daughter behind the streets. That's going to haunt his soul as long as he lives. Prayers for Dolph's family. Long live the King Dolph. He was safer in jail. Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy. Hold on. We got some more. Hold on. We got some more. 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to find where he said what he said. Let me see where he at. Hold up.
You heard you.
So they had asked him, where we at? Outside of the courthouse after the verdict, they took a moment, Govan took a moment to thank his legal team for securing his not guilty verdict. When a reporter asked him for some words of wisdom, he simply said, leave Memphis. The reporter then followed up, curious if Govan's planned on taking his own advice, to which he replied, of course. Now, I'm here to tell you, I've been to Memphis. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a truck driver. Shout out to all the truckers. If you see a driver, say, thank you, driver. And shout out to AI. AI said they just don't care about getting him. If he was more famous, he would still be going to court. That part. Shout out to the court, man, because you guys can see behind the bullshit. Shout out to Eric Robinson. Eric Robinson said Dolph's brother shot both of them. He fired 12 bullets at them from a handgun and hit them both one time. Then he went to get the AK from the car and shot at the car 7 times and missed. Damn, ninja. Now, Eric, when you say both of them, who's both of them? You talking about the 2 ninjas? Are you talking about the 2 ninjas that pulled up on him, that rode up in the car and got him in broad day? His brother, are you talking about both of them? Is that who you're talking about? Tell us who you're talking about. And shout out to Eric for that comment. Shout out to Eric for that comment. But yeah, shout out to the court, because you guys can see behind what it is. So, you feel me? If it was a bigger rapper, or if he was a rapper, if he was somebody who was prominent within the streets, they would have tried to take that ninja down. And shout out to Yo Gotti. I ain't finna say Yo Gotti's days are coming, but shout out to Yo Gotti. I like his music. And shout out to Eric. He said, yeah, the 2 guys. Yeah, bro. Hey, man. I say this with love, guys. Y'all know I love the world. I love you guys. I'm a pacifist. I mean, I could get gangster if I need to get gangster, right? I'd rather not. Yeah, gentlemen, I tell you, if you come to my page, shout out to the Adams, man. Bro, stay away from all this bullshit, man. Like, it's all good. Like, you know, ninjas glorify that stupidity. Stay away from that shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, if you got kids, you got family and that shit, try to get them out that shit. When it comes to that street shit, there is nothing positive that comes out of it, because the problem with the streets is the fact that, and I learned this trying to be a thug, there are no rules but the rules you create. That's the rules of the streets. I used to always try and figure out, they always say there's rules to this street shit. You know what I'm saying? There's rules to this street shit. The one rule is this. The only rules that exist are the rules I create in my head. And if anybody tattles on me or snitches on me, they're a rat. And we have to take him out because he tattled on me. And that's the code that they follow. They don't have an actual principle or code that they follow that you hear them say, oh, you know, I'm standing on business. I stand on principles and I stand on principalities and all this kind of bullshit. It's cap, bro. It's cap. And that's why I tell y'all stay away from that shit, because it's a dirty game, cold game. And it's going to turn you into a bad person. I'm not saying I'm a bad person, but I had to be a bad person. I had to end up learning how to think like these people to get out of the situation I was in. And I'm not saying these people per se. I'm saying street people, because I put myself around street people. Imagine one day I wake up, I see a bunch of street ninjas around me, ninjas that's been in and out the pen, and I'm sitting here, I start laughing to myself. They're like, what the fuck you laughing at? I'm like, nothing. And I'm like, time to start planning my escape, ninja. I said, damn, ninja. Y'all niggas don't know I plan my escape years in advance, ninja. So yeah, the only good thing that came out of it, it made me more meticulous in my thinking. But other than that, yeah, bro, it's not worth it, bro. That shit traumatize you. Why y'all think I sound so mature for my age? Guys, I'm in my mid to late 20s. I'm not that old. Do y'all understand that? I'm not that old. It's just I've been through some shit and I seen some shit that'll fuck me up mentally. And like I said, it's worse for the people that you be around that grew up in it, because you sit there and try and explain to them, hey, this not the right way of thinking. They'll look at you like this, ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
They gonna look at you like, this is all I know. Look, talk to somebody that's born into a gang. Y'all niggas never talk to somebody that was born into a gang. You talk to them and they was born into the gang and all they know is the gang. Them niggas gonna look at you like,
what the hell? Oh my God, no way.
You tell them niggas, hey, get out that bullshit. They gonna look at you like,
but what the hell, boy?
and laugh in your face and keep on doing what they was doing, because that's all they know. Like I said, you tell them, hey man, I want to bang. They're like, you really want to bang? It's like, it's a rite of passage, all this kind of shit, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, it ain't what you think, bro. It's not worth the squeeze. But it's deep too, because it's more than just gangs. I gotta understand, like, I was talking to somebody today and I was telling them, I'm like, yeah, you know, the reason why I don't fuck with the feds, I don't fuck with the gangs. I used to fuck with the gangs because I thought the gangs would take care of the community, because that's what I seen when it came to history, until I realized the gangs are now extorting the civilians. And that's why I say when it comes to the feds, the reason why I be like, oh, shout out to the pigs, is because the Fed, and shout out to the police officers that do their job. Don't get me wrong. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the police officers that do their job. But I realized the police and then the gangs is two sides of the same coin, because everybody done put their hands in the cookie jar. And that's why I always tell y'all, bro, listen to my song Target Practice, because I remember when my mind kind of like broke, like it broke me mentally, because I realized it was all fake. Like everybody sitting there faking for the appearance of it all, right? So they faking like they good when they bad and all this shit. And I was taught to be pure. Shout out to my parents, shout out to my people, shout out to Papa Black and my people, right? So they taught me to keep it real with people. So I used to always wonder why people looked at me like that. Then I came to the realization people trying to get over on me because I was keeping it real with fake people. And once I came to that conclusion, it had kind of made me cold. And that's when I got into that dark place mentally, because I was like, I can't believe this is how people really are. And that shit used to piss me off sitting there thinking about it every day. And I literally had to move my mindset out of that dark place I was in mentally and bring it to a positive place. And I mean, I'm in a better place now. And also, when I say a dark place, first off, I'm not strong enough to you know, off myself. Let's just start there. Let's just start there. I ain't finna off myself. I ain't that strong. I don't know what's on the other side. I like to live. I'm just saying, yeah, I was disappointed. I was a bit disappointed. I'm like, damn, these ninjas is cornballs, ninja. Damn, that's how I felt. That's how I felt. But anyways, like I said, back to the case. So Govan's defense attorney, Manny Aurora, spoke to the media as well. When asked why they didn't push for a change of venue, Aurora asserted that Memphis residents need to witness the legal injustice that went down, reiterating that Govan's case highlights serious corruption within the criminal justice system before leaving with Govan and his team. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all too. So yeah, I was saying before, I've been to Memphis, and yeah, I mean, it's not a bad place. Shout out to the Memphis women out there. They're a bit dangerous. I like dangerous women. But yeah, it's a little dangerous out there. Them ninjas play no games out there. And this coming from a ninja. I'm from Florida, and they say crazy people from Florida. I'm from Florida. Miami, really. I feel like Miami's a different version of Florida. But yeah. So I've been out to Memphis, and yeah, them ninjas will look you dead in your eye like, what's up? The fuck you looking at? You sitting there like, be like, nothing. I'm not looking at anything, sir. Here we go.
Attorneys say if you're black and poor in Memphis, this is what happens. Who would be your words of advice?
Leave Memphis.
Do you plan on leaving Memphis, sir?
Of course. Was there any point throughout the week where you're like, you know what, I'm still nervous, prior to the verdict? Was there any point where it's like, I don't know which way it's going to go?
I've been nervous for 4 years.
You heard your attorney
Hold up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see if they got more. Hold on, we're going to go on TikTok. I'm going to see if they got more from that last piece of footage. And yeah, man, hey, man, like I said, the reason why I'm able to joke like this and the reason why my humor is so dark, guys, is because, like I said, the shit that I done seen. And I said this to people, if you seen the shit I seen, it'll turn you to a fiend. Because, yeah. Shout out to AI. AI said they some real thugs with or without the cowboy hat. I'm trying to tell you. It's crazy that you said that, AI. I've been in the country so long now. I want me a cowboy hat. I think I'm going to go get me one. But yeah, what's this ninja name? Hernandez Govan. Interview. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, ninjas is dangerous out here in these streets. Like I said, we're all animalistic at the end of the day. We're just now coming out of our barbarianism. And because of that, like I said, that's why you see these cases still go on. And some people are more animalistic than others. And that's why, gentlemen, one thing I try to tell you too, that I learned, and I didn't coin this term, it's not something I said, but you guys can learn from this too. You got to learn to become dangerous. You're going to be put into a position where you're going to have to protect yourself and the people you love. Don't take it from me. You got a lot of life to live, right? You got a lot of life to live. So you got to learn to be dangerous. And after you learn to be dangerous, you got to learn to dial it back. So I'm capable of being dangerous. I'm capable of being a thug. I'd rather not be like that. But when it comes to protecting the people I love, when push comes to shove, I'm probably going to do what I have to do depending on who it is. I mean, it's certain people, you feel me? Shout out to Rich the Engineer. That's my brother. Shout out to the core. Everybody part of the core. I'll rock with y'all. But yeah, man. Like I said, you're going to get into a position where you're going to have to protect the people you love. And that's when you realize you're starting to become a man, because when you were younger, you would get scared about it. Now that you're older, you don't think about it. It's more like it's like something just turned off in your brain, and it's like more like a defend kind of thing. That's why they say men are protectors and shit like that. It's just how the gang go. Here we go. This is what he had to say.
I just want to say thank you to my attorneys, Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, my private investigators, everybody for helping me. I didn't have the resources to necessarily, cover everything, and Manny still helped me, and he knew I was innocent. Everybody.
Like I said, if he's innocent, shout out to him. No disrespect to Hernandez Govan. I don't know if he was innocent, not innocent, right? So I'm speaking from a perspective as if he was guilty. I don't know whether or not he was guilty. So don't take what I've said today as, he's guilty. It's like, no, I don't know if he's guilty or not. I was just assuming that whoever tried to get this ninja Dolph was trying to do that ninja dirty. So all them ninjas in my head was guilty. But yeah, like I said, I was biased. Shout out to AI. AI said, yeah, anytime somebody that just beat a murder case is a guest on Pop the Balloon right after, I'm like, okay, this world shifted. Oh, you talking about Woody? Yeah, bro, like I said, the criminal justice system, what they say on Law & Order SVU, in the case of the criminal justice system, not sexually, but, certain offenses can and will be used. Whatever they said in the beginning of that show, bro, that's today, bro. And that's another thing I want y'all to realize, too. Justice is not black and white. Justice is gray, guys. Justice is not black and white. I used to think the world we lived in was black and white, and then I learned that it was gray. Justice is gray. So justice don't make sense because it's about what you can prove and what you can't prove. It's about being able to reinforce your point. It's about the way the law is. Like I always tell you guys, the English dictionary and then the law dictionary are not the same. The same words that you use in the English dictionary have a different meaning in the law dictionary, because you can extrapolate off the words in the law dictionary. And what I mean by extrapolate is you can take the law, you can take something that happened. Like, look, I could take this bottle. I can say somebody stole the liquid out this bottle. In the English language, somebody didn't steal the liquid out this bottle. Somebody drunk the damn water or drunk the damn soda out the bottle, right? In the law language, somebody stole the water out this bottle because we don't know whether or not they purchased this bottle. And if they purchased this bottle, did they purchase a pack? And you see how I'm starting to extrapolate off of it and forming a new basis and conclusion. And if it follows logically, they're gonna go with it. You see how crazy that is, bro? Did y'all just hear what I said? That made no sense. But that's the law for you. And that's the law for you, and that's the whole due process of it all, right? So let's say that made no sense. You can file a motion about how that made no sense. And after you file that motion, we got to go hear about your motion. And that's the law for you. That shit is so annoying, and that's why I tell y'all, you think you know the law, you don't really know the law. So you have to be mindful what you do, and that's why I tell you, gentlemen, especially if you look like me, shout out to my male counterparts of a lighter complexion. But if you look like me, bro, stay away from the law. Stay away from the law, bro. They're not on your side. At one point in time, there was these things called slave catchers and all this kind of shit. The police was not put in place to protect you. I mean, you're a citizen. Maybe you're not a citizen. Shout out to the illegal immigrants and shit. But like I said, at one point in time, the law was not here to protect you. The law was here to actually put you in harm's way. So keep that in mind. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying that to be mindful. So now we live in a time where people are more cool. Shout out to my white brothers and sisters. You feel me? Shout out to my white brothers and sisters. I got some white people that I rock with. Like I'm talking about, you know, I roll with you till the wheels fall off. But at the same time, not everybody's like that, and I'm aware of that. So I'll try and make y'all aware of that too. Shout out to AI. AI said it's a game, and you better have connections, friends, and money to win. Yes, even me. The reason why I'm so into law, shout out to Papa Black, is because my dad wanted me to be a lawyer. When I seen what it was and the kind of law I wanted to practice, it just didn't coincide with what I wanted for myself. So I ended up choosing not to be a lawyer. So when y'all see me bring up these cases, it's because I was trained to talk about this shit. Like I studied logic. Feel me? I was supposed to go to law. I did pre-law program when I was in college. All that shit, bro. So that's why y'all see me always talk about these cases, because I'm into that kind of shit. I was taught to be into that kind of shit. You know, my dad wanted me to be like a judge and shit like that. It's not what I wanted for myself. I wanted to have my own businesses because business make money. But, you know, things change. You get older. You start to understand things a little bit differently. Would I go back to law school? Probably not. At the same time, that doesn't mean I can't talk about this shit with you guys. Here we go.
Everybody around me knew I was innocent, and I just want to say thank you to the jurors for getting this right and getting my life back.
And that's the main thing. What was it like during the trial? At what point did you think, hey, wait a minute, I think I have a chance?
Well, I knew I had a chance from the beginning because I knew in my heart I was innocent. And so, you know, it was times during the trial, you know, of course, you get some frustrations and stuff here and there, but overall, I knew my innocence would prevail.
And how do we do prepping and everything? Everything is all planned for.
What'd he say?
For you two as well.
Well, it's trial. You never know what's going to happen. All you can do is prepare the most you can. There were a lot of sleepless nights and countless hours of preparation for the last, year and a half.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, the elbow grease that the team put into this, and with the help of him too. He was an incredibly helpful client. But you just...
Yeah, like I said, that shit not for the weak, boy. That shit age you, boy. That's another reason why I didn't want to do it. You got to prepare for hours and hours on end, and you can't choke. That's the thing. Shout out to all the chokers. Ladies, are you in here? Put a 1 in the chat if you're in here, ladies. That was a joke, because I said the chokers. You know, I was talking about this and this. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, being a rapper and being a streamer allows me to be politically incorrect, and that's why I do it. It's fun. But yeah, besides the point, yeah, man, you can't choke. A lot of people in life will choke. I done been in positions where I choked before, and like I say, you got to learn to choke so you can learn to not choke. So even now, y'all see me talk like this on the stream, bro. Y'all go back to my first few streams, bro. I was wilding. Ninja ain't know what he was talking about. Ninjas was sitting there looking at me like this, Ninja. They was like...
But what the hell, boy?
And now, you know, I'm starting to get a little traction. You feel what I'm saying? I'm starting to understand a little bit more of what I'm doing, or I have a direction and a goal that I'm aiming towards now. So let's see if we pop it off. Let's continue.
Never know what's going to happen in trial or what the jury's going to think. So until closings, you know, pins and needles.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I just want to say thank you to my family and the few friends that stuck close by me during this process and knew that I was innocent as well, and they didn't shy away from me, so I just want to thank them.
I'm sorry if you already answered, but when you heard those 5 words, you are free to go, just that reaction.
You want to know how I felt?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, that ninja almost peed on himself. What are you talking about, bro? He almost peed on himself. And shout out to AI. AI said lawyers' lives suck for real. They have zero time. No hating, just my thoughts. Yeah, man, very depressing job. I mean, they made good money though. But yeah, I mean, gentlemen, you know, one thing you got to realize too, gentlemen, when you get older, you know, your life is going to revolve around your work. I used to think the same thing, and I had to come up out that laziness in my head. And I'm not calling AI, I'm not calling you lazy AI. I'm just saying in general, I had to come to terms with that shit. Like I had to realize like, bruh, I'm going to be working almost for the rest of my life anyway. So it is what it is. You just got to find things that you enjoy doing. Like, so for example, y'all see me do this show. I enjoy doing this. And I'm like, okay, can I see the longevity of this? So could I do this for 10 plus years? I could do this for 10 plus years because I have little things I'm going to do that's going to make it more fun. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all got to really find something that you like to do and do that, right? And that's what I tell everybody. Focus on what you actually like to do, but make sure you can turn it into something that will generate profit, because that's what you need at the end of the day. The world revolves around dollars. Cash ruined everything around me. Cream, ninja. Cash ruined everything around me. So cash runs the world. Cash is king around here in these streets. So find something you want to do that's going to make you some money. So, I mean, if you like law, like I like to read. I like using my brain. Y'all see how I'm able to articulate myself. I have a fast enough brain to do it. I have the propensity to do it. I was raised to do it. Would I do it? Not necessarily, because like I said, one thing that fucked me up too mentally is as a black man, you got to work twice as hard to get to the same place. And I'm not trying to make it a race thing. I just understood that. And I'm very dark, and I'm very understanding of how the world views me. Of course, I can naturally change myself to fit in, but I've never been the type to change myself to fit in, because in school, I never actually fit in. So I knew a lot of people knew me, but I didn't have like a clique per se, like an actual clique. I had a couple of friends that I would hang around a lot because they was cool with me and they actually allowed me to hang with them, but I never really fit into any clique. So I never turn around. Like I could, like I'm smart enough, like I'm a nerd, right? In my head, I'm a nerd, but I don't look like a nerd because I told y'all, like right now I'm 6'1", 260. Back when I was in school, I was playing sports. I was doing football and track. This high school days, college days, I'm trying to play ball too. But yeah, I'm saying, so when it comes to the nerds, I couldn't really be around the nerds like that because they sitting there looking at me like,
but what the hell, boy?
Because I'm not a nerd. I don't look like a nerd. So I'm with the sports players because I look like a sports player. Now, most of the sports players aren't the brightest. They smart, but they ain't that smart. You feel me? So it is what it is. It just depends. And shout out to AI. He said, yeah, you can monetize your passion. Facts. Yeah, man. So that's just the whole thing. Like, I like this kind of shit. I like music. You know, we coming out with new music. I do the things that I like to do. I like music, clothes, women, all the shit that I like, I'm trying to monetize and turn into a profit, right? Hopefully in the future. But yeah, when it comes to this, I enjoy doing this, and that's why y'all see me talking about it. Even in college. I was actually I was part of what was it? Oh, I was part of the student government in college. Yeah. I was part of the internship, the student government internship in college way back when. Take me back in time. Shit was litty. Yeah, college is lit though. If you could get the money to go to college, college is lit. Now I went into a bit of debt because I ain't get a full ride. But college is lit though. If you could go to college, it's a good time. See it as a good time. I don't know about what you're trying to study, but it's a good time. You'll have some fun. You meet a lot of people. You know, your first time being free to do what you want to do. Let's get it.
It's hard to explain the feeling of knowing you got your life back. And it's one of the best feelings I ever experienced. And I'm just happy to be free.
How much of a weight is this, lifted off of your shoulders after hearing not guilty or not guilty?
It's a huge weight, I was fighting more so for my son. I have an autistic son. So that's what my fight was mainly for.
What was going through your mind when you heard the attorneys and you heard them say not guilty? What were you thinking then?
I was just thanking God, just praising God, because without Him, I don't even know if I would have made it this far. Yeah, He gave me the strength.
What was that feeling this morning when you got up? Was there a feeling of nervousness? Because Mr. Manny over here it was like he was lighthearted today. So did that sort of rub off? Because energy is contagious. Did it rub off?
Well, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, of course I was nervous waking up. But when I made it to my attorneys, of course that all goes out the window because they're always positive and confident. So, You know.
Hey man, look, at least he's grateful. At least he's grateful. Hey man, that's it for tonight's show, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. At the end of the day, we got 50% of people saying the jury picked wrong. We got 33% of people saying the jury picked right. And we got 17% of people saying there's more to the story. Like I said, shout out to everybody that watches on the playback. Y'all put in the comments, you know, what the whole story is with the whole beef and what went down, man. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to Yo Gotti. Shout out to Dolph. Rest in peace to Dolph. Shout out to Key Glock. Shout out to Glorilla. Everybody got to just chill out and go get to this paper, man. Yeah, I know y'all all feel like, damn, you know, I need this money. It's my money. You know, niggas trying to get over on me, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. Okay. With that being said, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to put us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam Effect, join the movement. This is the Adam Effect, achieve things out of mind. Shout out to AI. AI said I shared my YouTube on X. I appreciate you, AI. Hey, y'all be safe out here in these streets, bro. Stay safe and stay dangerous. It's your boy BA, man. Peace. Yes, sir.